Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel. So today we are back in my original setup because I decided to do today a fashion video. I haven't done one in a while and I kind of wanted to change things up a bit from kind of like the, let's say, ideas type of content, like just me kind of rambling on about like a specific topic. So I thought, okay, let's sit down and do this video. This is a video that I kind of had already in kind of my list of videos that I wanted to do, but I did get a little bit more inspired to do it yesterday. I was watching an Alana Davidson video about her speaking about things that she no longer buys, which, side note, is a video that I also want to do. And one of the things she mentioned in the video was beautiful, fancy lingerie. And I swear I have never felt so seen in my entire life. Because, so a little bit ago, I kind of decided that I had to stop buying certain types of beautiful things that like look so pretty and like in pictures look so pretty and stuff like that. But then once I actually had them in my hands in my house, I never really wore. And I'm gonna be filming a video literally after this one all about kind of my relationship with fashion and kind of like how I've kind of gotten to the place where I've gotten now of being, I guess a bit more mindful. And I kind of go deeper into that whole phenomenon of like the struggle of like wanting to have something that's so beautiful and looks so beautiful and then actually not wearing it because it doesn't really fit with my lifestyle for some reason or like any other reason. I'm going to be digesting more of that in the other video, but for the sake of just keeping this one to this topic, I'll just go on and say, so this video, I'm going to be talking about Cou Cou Intimates, which is a brand I kind of came across fairly recently on Instagram. And they kind of do, as the name suggests, intimate wear. They do everything from undergarments to, let's say, a bit more like loungewear, pajamas, all of that type of stuff. They have like an array of stuff. I'm actually wearing one of their pieces right now. This is called the crop cardi and the English rose pattern, and I'll talk about it more and I'll show it to you properly in a second. But kind of the whole like brand or like ethos behind it is that everything is 100% organic cotton and it's made in Portugal, and I believe it's made in Portugal. If not, I'll correct it like here on the screen. And it's just very cute, but also comfy, because I feel like there's a big struggle for women or like girls, at least that have like the same type of complex as me, as like wanting to have beautiful things, but at the same time wanting to be comfortable and maybe having that struggle that I mentioned before of like not wearing some of the beautiful things that they may have bought, specifically in, let's say, the lingerie area of stuff, or like the cute pajama area of stuff, and of all of that type of stuff. But this one kind of does both. You know, you get the comfort, you get a really great material, which is cotton, because if you don't know, it's very important to kind of wear. I mean, I'm always pro wearing natural fibers on anything fashion wise, like not just like intimate wear, but also just an everyday wear and sweaters, stuff like that. Like, I'm very anti polyester. I hate polyester with a passion, and like most other synthetic materials I like really cannot stand for a number of reasons. But anyway, if you don't know, it's really great to and it's kind of preferable to use kind of like more natural fibers, organic materials for your intimate wear, especially for your little flower area, because it allows it to breathe, which is great. So if you're wearing something like underwear that's like made with polyester, that basically is just plastic and it doesn't let you breathe down there, it can literally be kind of like a playground for bacteria and infections and smells and everything, stuff that does not happen with cotton. Now the thing is though, usually, at least in my experience, when one goes to buy cotton underwear, it's usually not the prettiest, or it usually is very reminiscent of the packs of underwear that people used to buy when we were all in school and were girls. And yeah, like it's as an adult, as a grown woman in her 20s and her 30s, or however old you may be, I think it's not the vibe. Part of the reason why I wanted to make this video as well, and why I kind of thought like, oh, this is a great time to do it, is that before I had bought my pieces, so I already have accumulated quite a couple of things from them. This is not something that I bought just one time, like in one order. Like I've been buying for them for a couple of months now, so I've also had like some time to like use the garments and kind of like really have like a formed opinion on them. But one of the things that I noticed is before I wanted to buy them is I always like to try and do my research with brands before I buy anything new, specifically stuff that is like advertised to me on like Instagram and stuff like that. And with Cou Cou Intimates, I could not find one single video on YouTube talking about it. Like I couldn't find anything. I found like some, but the things that I don't use TikTok, but I found like a couple of like hauls on TikTok, but they don't really go into kind of the pros and cons of everything, the styles, like all of the nitty gritty, which is kind of what I want to do with this video. So I also thought it would be useful for me to do a video on them for YouTube, since at least I couldn't find any. So yeah, hopefully this is going to be the first one that there is, and hopefully it helps a lot of people like me that were maybe curious about the brand but didn't really want to buy anything before kind of seeing a review on it and stuff like that. So if that's you, you're in the right place. Welcome. And yeah, without further ado, let's dive in. So again, Cou Cou Intimates is, I believe they're a British brand, and all of their line is made from 100% organic cotton. Everything you will notice is kind of made with the same type of fabric. So they don't have, let's say, different fabrics that they use for different things. It's all kind of the same fabric in different colorways and in different designs. And then they kind of apply that to the different types of undergarments and pajamas and loungewear, whatever you want to call it. So let's start with, let's start with the camis. So this is the first thing I actually bought along with some of the actual underwear. So I'll start with that. And I have it in not in all of the different colors, but I believe right now the colorways that they have is the OG ones, which are white and black. And then they also have my personal favorite, which is the English Rose, which is the one I'm wearing right now. They have a blue colorway, but I don't own anything of that one. So if that's what you're interested in, sorry, I don't have anything to show you on that one, but I have everything else. And then they just brought out a Valentine's Day collection, which I believe is going to be part of the core collection, which is red. So I'll show you those now. So let's start with the white one. So these are a little bit wrinkled just because I washed them yesterday. I kind of line dry them, and sometimes they don't get super, like, you know, like anti-wrinkle, whatever, it's fine. But this is the first one. So this is what they call the cami. And as you can see, I'll try and like show you, like this is kind of the material that everything is made of. So this is what they call the pointel organic cotton, something like that. But yeah, it's this beautiful little pattern. It's like a very small little detail, but I think it makes it look just so much more special than what it is. Like this is very basic, like a very basic tank top, and it is kind of cropped. So as you guys can see, it is quite cropped. It's not a long one. They do have longer options of these, but I prefer the cropped one. So everything that I do have is the cropped version, but they do have longer ones if that's what you prefer. And yeah, the other kind of details that this has is on the edging. They do have like a little bit of like a, not like a fully scalloped edging, I don't know what that's called, but it has a little bit of like, you know, that frilly texture to it without being too much, which I personally love. I think it's beautiful. And then on the trim, they have this beautiful kind of lace little detail that I believe is made from the same material, because everything, so I'll show you the label real quick. So this is what the label looks like. It just says Cou Cou on it. And then on the back, and that's the size. So by the way, just for reference, everything I have is a size small. It says 100% cotton, organic cotton, hand wash cold, dry flat, made in Portugal. So I actually don't, by the way, hand wash these, even though it's what it's recommended. Every time I've used any of these, I've just put them on the wash in Delicate, and they seem to be really well preserved. Like, I know I've had them for like a couple months already, but like I've washed them a couple of times and they've come out really, really well. So just for reference, that is the way that I do them. I don't put them in the dryer though. I do line dry them, as I mentioned. So yeah, those are a little bit more of the details on this one. And then the final, well, actually kind of the final little detail is that they have these beautiful little bows in for like the front, like each one has a little bow, which I think is so pretty. I love them. And then the straps are adjustable, so you can also adjust them as well. And yeah, this is the crop cardi. This is again the white one. As you can see, it's very crisp white. So all of the whites, and this one is like super, super, super crisp white, like the whitest white you can think of. It's this. So yeah, that's a white one. Let's move on to the English Rose version, which again is kind of the same pattern that I'm wearing right now, but this one I'll show you in a close-up. So this is the cami in English Rose. As you can see, it has the same pointel fabric. So, but this one has the little flowers in, which I find so beautiful. And again, the little lace detail, this one is white, so it does have a bit of a contrast. And the actual kind of color of this one, I would say, is kind of like off-white. But I find this, again, is my personal favorite. It has a little bow and it also has it in white. Again, adjustable straps. And it's basically, again, the same one, but in these. These are also so soft, by the way, and so, so, so comfortable. I wear these from sleeping to like lounging around the house, because another thing I kind of forgot to mention with why I really wanted to buy something like this, and even though I was kind of subconsciously looking for it, I was very glad I found this brand, is that I work from home. So I spend most of my time in my house, and I wear mostly loungewear because of that. And I mean, my loungewear was fine. It wasn't that pretty, and it wasn't, I mean, it wasn't uncomfortable, but it was like not made from like beautiful organic cotton like this one was. It's like more like polyester, like cheaper type of stuff, or just like old t-shirts and stuff like that. And I really wanted to like elevate my kind of loungewear game. And when I came across this brand, it was perfect, because I feel like now I have like the best of everything. I have comfort, I have the look, like it's quite beautiful, I think. It looks a lot more put together than my other ones do. They're, again, a lot more comfortable, a lot more versatile. Like, I feel like I could go out in this top in the summer if I wanted to, and like pair it with something else. So it's definitely very, very versatile, and yeah, I love it because of that reason. So let me show you the black version of the cami. So this is the black one. Again, has the same little details. I believe you can probably see it there, yeah. So again, the same pointel, little lace, little bows. Can you see the bow? Actually, I don't think you can. Yeah, little bows in there. So the same thing, but just in black. And again, super versatile. Like, this is like just a more pretty version, I think, of your average like black tank top. So definitely a win from me. And again, I've worn this quite a lot. The color still looks really good. Doesn't look like, you know how black sometimes after you wash it a couple times can start looking like a little like almost like grayish, or like it's like losing its like color. This one does not have that. Like it's still very, very crisp. So yeah, definitely love that as well. And let me then show you the last one of the camis before we move on. And that's the new one, which I just got in the mail this week, which is the red, which is which is for the Valentine's Day collection. So this is it. It's quite a bright red, but I don't think it's like one of those orangey reds that I find, at least for me, can be quite unflattering. I feel like this is very much like a true red, like an apple red. This is like what I would describe that as. And again, it has the little bows in, pointel, you know, same little thing. Quite pretty. I quite like it. And yeah, those are, other than the blue one that I already mentioned that I don't have, those are the colorways that everything comes in, and everything comes in the same pointel fabric, as you will see. So let's move on to another type of tank top that they have. So they have this one, which is, I believe, called just the cami. And then the cropped one, because this is the cropped version of the cami. As I said, there is a longer one, but I just don't, it's not really for me, I don't think. And then there is another version of a tank top that they have, which is, let me see if I can find it, which is called the Pico tank. Picoed, I don't know what it is. I only have this one in English Rose, just because since it's my favorite colorway, I just decided to like try this one first. And this is what it looks like. So again, this one's cropped, so just like the other one. But this one has a couple of different details. So it's higher kind of neck. It still kind of sits, I don't know if you can tell, it sits like here. The other one sits a little bit more lower cut. And it has, instead of the two little bows in these sides, they have just one little bow in the middle, which is this one, which is pretty cute. And it doesn't have a little lacy detail. It just has the same kind of fabric, but just double. And it has like a little beautiful edging. I don't know if you can see, but yeah. And then it just goes like that. And then this one, the straps are, I think they're like quite stretchy, but they're not adjustable. So just as a reference, that is kind of like one of the biggest difference with the Pico tank and the cami. I will say, out of the two, I'm kind of torn which one I actually prefer, because I will say, I think the cami is nicer, like it looks prettier on, I think, but the Pico, I think, is more comfortable. Now I'll tell you why. This only applies if you wear it for a really long amount of time, but the little lace kind of details here, at least that's what I find, and it's, again, if you wear it for a long amount of time, like 24 hours plus, which I have worn these for, which is, I do take showers. It's kind of gross, I know, but still. This little bit, especially in the underarm area, when you wear them for a long time, again, just for like 24 hours plus, or like a full day, sometimes I find it can start like kind of itching me in like this like underarm section. Like it just like, it can be a bit rough there, but it's just an issue, again, if you're wearing it for a long period of time. So if you're like me and you work from home and this is something that you're gonna be wearing the entire day, and like as PJs as well, and all of it, and like even if you change it, like let's say that I'm wearing this for the entire day, and then for PJs I change this one to, let's say, the black one, it will still happen that I will get a little bit of irritation here. I do have very sensitive skin as well, but just as a little note, it's not something that's like super annoying. Like, at least I don't find it super annoying. It's just something to be cautious of, and something that I kind of felt that I didn't get with the Pico tank, just because since it doesn't have that little lace detail, I feel like these ones are a bit more comfortable to wear for longer periods of time. So yeah, that's kind of my 2 cents on that. And again, the Pico tank, it kind of comes in the other colors. I don't believe it comes in red. So this one just, I think, if I'm not mistaken, just comes in white, black, and then this colorway. I don't think it comes in red, and I don't think it comes in blue either. So just as a little heads up. So not everything from the collection comes in all of the colors. It's like some stuff comes in some of the colors, some stuff doesn't. So it really depends on what you're looking for. So now I'm going to show you guys one of the dresses. So they do have a couple of different dresses, or actually while we're in tops, I'll just talk about the crop top that I have, the crop top, the cropped cardi, which I'm wearing right now. So this one is, again, the cropped cardi. As you can see, it's just a little cardigan. It has like beautiful buttons. I'll see if I can do like an insert of me wearing it, where I'll show you like the details a bit more. Since I am wearing it, it's a bit harder for me to show you. It's again the same pattern, the same print. It has like these little buttons in, which are very pretty. You can obviously just wear it open, or you can wear it closed like I am. I am again wearing it in a size small. This is so comfy and so versatile. I love it. I think this is one of those pieces that I can definitely wear, and I have worn it out actually. I can wear it out. I can wear it for just lounging around the house. I will not sleep in this just because I will get like hot, but you could as well. But I will wear it mostly like if I'm in the house and I suddenly get like a little bit chilly, I can like throw it on and maybe wear it like a little bit open, whatever it may be. But yeah, I love this. I could even dare say this is one of my favorite things from Cou Cou Intimates. I just originally bought this one, this colorway, because again, it's my favorite, but I loved it so much that I actually ordered the white and the black one as well, which are the other two colorways that they have in this one. So again, they don't have it in red and they don't have it in blue. I know they also have a longer version of the cardigan, but again, just in white and black. And I don't know if I mentioned, but they also have a longer version of the Pico tank, but I think only in white and black as well. So just so you know, but again, my preference is cropped anyway, so it's fine by me. One thing to be aware of that I was kind of like at first like, oh, this is weird, or like this is something that I didn't notice when I ordered it, is that the sleeves don't go all the way. Like they're not like fully long sleeves. Like they will only go like till here. So just be mindful of that. I think it still looks cute. I feel like it still looks pretty. I still like it. But just be mindful of that. They're not like fully long sleeves. They're like, what would you call this? Like 3/4? Yeah. But I still love them. I still think it's very pretty. Again, 10 out of 10. Love this. I think it's so versatile. And yeah, I think it just elevates completely loungewear. I just love it. I don't know if you've noticed, but I do. And I would highly recommend it. So again, now that we're done with tops, let's move on to dresses. So, or actually, sorry, before I move on to dresses, with tops, there are a couple of other tops that they do have that I don't own, just because mostly right now I don't feel kind of the need to have them, which is, I believe they have a t-shirt, which I think is called like the baby tee, and they also have like a longer version of it. And that one just comes in white and black, and that one's just the organic like pointel fabric, and that one does not have bows. It's just like very plain kind of cropped t-shirt. And then again, they also have the long version of it, just like the cardigan, they have a long version of it, just black and white. And they also have another top, which I believe is called the Baby Henley, which is again like kind of like this, not fully long sleeved, but like 3/4 sleeve. And that one is like a Henley top, like a men's Henley top. It just has like this little like v-neck and like a little buttons, and that's it. But those I don't own, so I can't show them to you, but just so you know, there are a couple of other tops in the collection as well. Now, officially moving on to dresses. So they have a couple of different dress styles. I just have one of them, which is the cami dress, which is, as you can see, just like a long version. Can you see that? Yeah. just a long version of the cami, but in a dress form. These ones come in the English rose color. I also own it in the red for Valentine's Day collection. This is the red one for reference. It kind of looks like that. And then this one I have in small. The English rose one I actually have in an extra small, and it's the only thing that I have in an extra small just because the small was sold out, but I really wanted it, so I was like, okay, I'll give it a try. And it still fits me. It's just a little bit shorter than the other one, but it still fits just fine. So just as a reference, if you're between sizes, you can choose either one and it'll probably fit you. But this is the only extra small that I have. All of the rest of the things are small, including the cardigan. And again, this one's quite nice. I do really like these. I prefer these ones for like more like lounging, like being around the house in, than sleeping. But that's just my personal preference. You can use them for both, but I just don't like that when I'm sleeping. I feel like it just gets like bunched up in like it rides up and it gets bunched up, and then I feel like I'm like suffocating in a bunch of fabric in like my tummy area. So I personally don't wear them for sleeping now, but yeah, I still really like them. And again, they have them in white and in black as well, which I want to get one day, but I'm still kind of waiting on that. It's not like super urgent for me. They also have another version of these that are longer. So these ones are kind of like a mini dress. They do have ones that are only come in black and white that are the same dress, like the same cami, but in midi size. So they are a bit longer. So if you're interested in that, there's also that option. Again, I don't own them, so I can't really say much about them, but that's also an option. And then the other dress type that they have is a mini dress that's kind of like the Picot tank. So just for reference, the Picot tank was this one, the one that had like the little bow in the middle. And they only have it in white and black for the dress, but it's kind of like a dress version of this in a mini size. Again, I don't have that one, so I can't really say much about it other than it exists, I guess. So yeah, those are the dresses. Now let's talk about the bottoms. So the bottoms, they do have a couple of different options as well. I just own one of them at the moment, but I do want to expand my collection one day, which is they have a pant, like a long pant. They have a short and they have a skirt actually, which is quite cute. I, for now, just own the shorts, which is, they look like this. Again, English Rose, can you tell it's my favorite one? And these ones are, they're very stretchy. Like, can you see that? Like, these are probably the most comfortable like sleepwear, like loungewear shorts I've ever worn in my life. Like, everything from here is so comfy, but these in particular, like, I cannot tell you. I think it's also because it's like so stretchy, but like they're so comfy. I also have them in a small, just for reference. They're quite not oversized, but they do have a lot of room in them. Like, they're not tight. So yeah, this ones have this little detail, which is just like these little three little buttons in, and then again, just the same not Picot, the same pattern, the pointelle pattern, and then just the elasticated waist. These ones, I believe, come in all the colors, and I so far only own them in this color, even though I have, in the same order that I ordered the other cardigans, I ordered the other colors for these ones. So the white, the black, and the red. There is the blue, but again, I didn't order that one just because I'm not really interested in the blue, but yeah, that's the short. The pant is a longer version of the short, so it looks exactly the same from what I can tell. Again, I don't own it, so I wouldn't really know, but from the pictures, it has the same little three little buttons, and that one only comes in black and white. And it looks quite comfy, but again, I don't own those, so I don't know. And then the skirt that I talked about is kind of like just like a midi skirt. I believe it's like midi. It doesn't look to be too short. And it just looks like it's like elasticated, and I think it has like a little bow in the middle. And again, it only comes in black and white. So those are the bottoms that they offer at the moment. And let's see what else. I know that they also have bodysuits. I don't own any of the bodysuits, just because I'm not really a bodysuit type of person. So I can't really talk about them, but again, they're just black and white, same type of fabric, little bow in. That's kind of like the signature. That's like the vibe in Cou Cou Intimates. There's also bras. I don't own any of the bras. Again, I know they have two different styles of bras. So they have like a triangle bralette, again, black and white. And they have like a balconette bra, but I believe none of them have either padding or underwire in. So they're meant to be quite comfy, but I just haven't bought those just because I don't think I have the need for them. Like I already have like quite a couple bras, and I don't really use bras every day anyway. So not really something that I need. And then finally, we can talk about the underwear. So like the actual panties. So they have 4 different styles of them. They have, actually, no, that's a lie. I own 4 styles of them, but they have another style. So they have either a brief style, like the brief styles, or the thong styles. For the thong styles, I'm not really a thong person, but they have one that I just had no interest in, which is kind of like an actual, like, literally like an actual, like a line. Like it's not even like a full, like, no. It's like literally a line, and it just looks so kind of uncomfortable. I can't speak from experience. I'm just not really a thong person, so I wouldn't really know. But they have that one. They have another one that I do have, which is a bit more full coverage, like it has a bit more fabric to it, which they kind of market those as being, as kind of the only reason why I bought it, just to see if it was true, but they kind of market it as being seamless, like a seamless kind of undergarment that you can wear with, you know, like pants and skirts and dresses that really need seamless underwear for you to wear them. And I have actually put them to the test, and so far it does seem to be quite seamless. So I'll just show you guys real quickly, even though this is a bit weird because, I don't know, I feel a bit weird about showing underwear on the internet. But anyway, this is what the thong one is, and the back bit is like this. It's like quite thin. The other one is even thinner, if you can believe it. But these do actually do quite a good job, I think, of being quite seamless. I do have proper seamless underwear, which obviously also does the job, but I think it's really nice to have these as well. Just because the seamless ones that I have, they're from Aerie, and they're comfy, but they're not like natural fibers, which I don't really love that much. But yeah, so just so you know, it does work, like the seamless quality of it. Obviously these ones, if it's something that's like super like you need something that's basically like no underwear at all, you will see like the bow, for example, and like the little lace or stuff like that you might be able to like see, but you can probably get away with it with most stuff. So I do really enjoy these. They are quite comfortable again, for like a thong, they're quite comfortable. And yeah, they're not my favorite though, just because I'm not really a thong person, but yeah. The other styles that they have are the OG one, from what I understand, which is the high rise, which is my favorite. It comes in all of the colors. I think the thong that I showed you previously also comes in all of the colors. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, and the high rise also comes in all of the colors. So the high rise is, it kind of explains, is kind of like high rise underwear. So it's pretty self-explanatory. I'll just show you really briefly, even though again, I feel a bit weird about it, but I really want to be helpful. Like I don't want to be like just talking about it, like not show it to you guys, because I love seeing the actual thing on the internet when I'm looking to buy something. So just to be helpful, this is what it looks like. As you can see, it's quite high rise, but it does have quite a bit of coverage on the back. So yeah, pretty normal, just a pair of panties. It has, again, the little bow in, which is pretty, and all the different styles just come in the different colors. So yeah, that one to me is my personal favorite. I think it's the one that's most flattering. It's super comfy, and yeah, since it comes in all the colors, it's also just great for that. There is another one that's similar, which is the low rise, which if I probably show it to you, like hold it up, you probably won't see a difference. It kind of is like kind of the same, but it's just like, again, like a little bit more, like it sits a bit more on the hips than the other one, but like not too majorly. Like and the low rise only comes in black and white, so I'll show it to you briefly. This is what the low rise looks like. It's kind of the same thing. Like, I think it has the same amount of coverage on the back and everything, even though it looks a little bit wrinkled. It's basically the same thing. So I mean, I still prefer the high rise a bit more, but they're very similar. Like, if you think you're getting something drastically different, don't be discouraged by it. The high rise is also not super high rise. Like, you can also just put it so it sits on the hips, as opposed to just sitting like super high. Like, you can make it a little bit higher. It's also not like one of those where it's like super like high. So yeah. And then the last little style that I have, and I think it's the last one for the briefs as well. I don't remember the actual name of this, but I think it's like, it's either like a boy brief or like a boxer type style. It's like one of those that's like more full coverage. And again, like, looks like this. You can probably not tell the difference that much. They're all quite similar. This one does have a couple different details. So this one has, I don't know if you can see that, it has like a little seam like over here, so it looks like, you know, like those men's like boxers, how they have like a little seam on the sides. It kind of looks like that. So has that, like those on either side like that, and then little bow in. And again, it's like super full cover. Like, this one is like, it will cover everything. It's like proper like granny panty, but they're, again, quite comfortable. I will say though, I think the high rise, at least for me, is more comfortable than these ones are. I feel like these ones sometimes can be a bit much for me, but it's just, again, up to personal preference, just throwing my 2 cents in. So yeah, I think that's basically the rundown of everything. Last little details about the brand, and also, by the way, if you haven't noticed yet, I wish this was sponsored, but no, it's not sponsored, just in case anyone of you is wondering. I just want to be helpful, and again, since I didn't see anyone else create a video about this brand, I thought I would do it. But I know they also have scrunchies, like hair scrunchies. I didn't buy those just because I have my hair scrunchies. I just wear silk ones from Slip. But they have them in like white and black, and I think they're like one of the bigger ones, but if that's something you're interested in. And something I do really like and appreciate about this brand is that they have multi-packs about like most of the stuff. So if you are like me, and like most of this stuff I bought in multi-packs, so it makes it a little bit cheaper as well. So like the camis that I have in almost every color, I bought in a multi-pack. So there's different sizes multi-packs. There's like 2s, of 3s, of 4s, no, sorry, not of 4s, of 5s, I think. And you can get like 5 of the underwear. I think you can call, like in 3s, I think you can do like different colors, or you can do all of the same color, like it depends. But yeah, I think that's also something really great that the brand has to offer, which is that you don't have to like just buy one-offs of stuff. Like, if you have like your favorite and you say like, I just want white, or I just want black undergarments, you can buy them in multi-packs. Or if you want to try a couple different ones of the color, sorry, like I did, you can also buy multi-packs. So that's really great. And yeah, I think that's it. This is a bit of a longer video than I was expecting, but I would try to make it as thorough as I possibly can. So I hope this was helpful to you guys. If you like the video, please leave a like and comment. Tell me if you have already heard of the brand. If you hadn't, what type of underwear do you usually like to go for? Are you someone that also kind of is looking for a nice option of like cute but cotton underwear? Like, tell me anything. Let's just start a conversation down there. And if you enjoyed the video, it would also mean a lot to me if you would stick around and hit the subscribe button. And if you're feeling extra generous, you can also click the little bell next to it, and that would notify you when I do my next video, which again, I'm filming one literally right after this one, all about kind of my relationship with fashion and consumerism, centered around like fashion, beauty, and aesthetics over the years, and kind of also that struggle of wanting to own beautiful things and seeing beautiful things and being pushed to like get them, and then once you actually have them, realizing like maybe this is beautiful to stare at, but it doesn't really have a place in my life. So if you're interested in that conversation, that is going to be a really fun video. I'm very excited about it, and I hope you guys are too, so I hope you will join me there as well. And yeah, without further ado, I will get out of here. So thank you for watching, and have a lovely day. Bye.